There are very few travel blogs written by people with terrible senses of direction, who don't know what they're doing half the time, and who stick out like a sore thumb. That is my blog. My name is Geraldine DeRuiter, and I run a blog called The Everywhereist. Most of my travel is dictated by my husband's work, actually, and that's kind of how it all started. He was taking all of these work trips, and we weren't seeing too much of each other. And then when I got laid off, one of the first things he said was, "Do you want to travel with me?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, let's do that." So I originally created this blog for him so he could see, where I'd been and what I had seen. So he was really, the focus of it. And I guess he's kind of my muse, as cheesy as that sounds. I think we need to remember that squishy mortals can have great love affairs too. It doesn't just happen to beautiful people in the movies. Gosh, the style of the blog, it's very much just a narrative blog about my adventures and a lot of my misadventures, because I have tons of those. When people read it, they're like, whoa, this would totally happen to me. I get ripped off all the time, or I get lost, or I accidentally use what I thought was bath soap as toothpaste. That's never happened to me, probably. I would say my favorite place that I've visited is probably Ashland, Oregon. It's this town that has this amazing theater company based there, and they've got some of the best Shakespearean actors in the world. It's so unexpected, but it's also kind of wonderfully aspirational, right? If this tiny town in Southern Oregon can have world-renowned theater, then anyone can do anything, and any place can be anything, and there's something great about that. I think what inspires me is seeing people derive joy from what I've created. There is nothing I want to do in those moments than try and get that reaction from them again. I'm like, thank you so much. It's like, I want to make you laugh again, or I want to make you think again. So I would say my audience inspires me a ton. If people have any takeaway from the blog, if there is any bit of inspiration that they come away with, I hope it's that they realize that travel isn't off limits to anyone. It's not off limits if you have a bad sense of direction. It's not off limits if you are afraid to travel, if you don't have a ton of money to do it. I think what I love about travel is that it satisfies this curiosity, that we all have about our world and the people around us. It doesn't matter if you're going down the street or across the planet. As long as you have this curiosity for the world around you, and as long as you do something to satisfy that curiosity. It can even be reading a book or watching a documentary. I mean, there's so many ways to travel, and I think that's what's beautiful about it. My name is Geraldine DeRuiter, and I'm here for your inspiration.